Hello, design lovers, and welcome back to the Daily House Ideas. Today, we're diving into something truly special, creating that Chip Gaines farmhouse Christmas magic throughout your entire home. If you're dreaming of cozy lanterns, fresh pine garlands, and that perfect blend of rustic and festive, you're in the right place. We'll walk through every space, from your welcoming front porch to your peaceful bedroom retreat. Before we begin this holiday design journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our inspiration. Drop a comment below telling us your favorite farmhouse Christmas element. We love hearing from you. Let's start where your guest's experience begins, your farmhouse exterior. Channel Chip's signature style by keeping your facade beautifully simple yet impactful. Think classic white or weathered gray siding adorned with fresh evergreen wreaths on each window. Flank your front door with matching galvanized metal lanterns filled with pillar candles and surrounded by pine branches. Add wooden crepe planters overflowing with winter greenery, red berry picks, and twinkling warm white lights. The key here is creating what designers call visual balance. That's simply making sure both sides of your entrance feel equally weighted. Consider a vintage wooden ladder leaning against the porch, decorated with plaid ribbons and small wreaths at varying heights for that collected over time farmhouse authenticity. Your front porch is the handshake of your home, and Chip Gaines knows how to make it memorable. Start with oversized lanterns, the bigger, the better, positioned on either side of your door. Fill them with battery-operated candles, pinnacones, and fox snow for safe, long-lasting glow. Drape fresh or high-quality fox pine garland across your porch railings, weaving in eucalyptus for that sophisticated farmhouse touch. Add a reclaimed wood bench with cozy plaid cushions and chunky knit throw blankets in cream or burgundy. Place a galvanized metal tub filled with birch logs beside the bench. It's both decorative and functional. Hang a statement-making wreath on your door using simple jute twine, keeping it natural and understated, exactly as Chip would approve. Step inside to an entryway that balances function with farmhouse festivity. Install a shiplap accent wall painted in warm white as your backdrop. Mount sturdy iron hooks at varying heights for coats and hats, wrapping each with mini pine garlands and red berry accents. Below, position a rustic wooden bench with woven baskets underneath for shoe storage. Label them with chalkboard tags for that organized farmhouse aesthetic. Above the bench, hang an oversized vintage-inspired mirror with a simple pine swag across the top. Layer in a natural fiber runner or jute mat, then top it with a smaller Merry Christmas core mat. Add a wooden tray on the bench holding a small lantern and dish for keys, keeping everything beautifully contained and holiday ready. Transform your living room into the cozy gathering space Chip Gaines would be proud of. Center your design around a reclaimed wood coffee table styled with a wooden dough bowl filled with fresh pine, white candles, and mercury glass ornaments. Dress your sofa with an abundance of textured throw pillows, think green sack stripes, buffalo check, and cable knit in neutral tones with pops of cranberry. Drape a chunky knit throw casually over one arm. Flank your fireplace with galvanized buckets filled with birch branches and twinkling lights. String simple pine garland across the mantel, keeping it loose and organic, not overly styled. Add vintage wooden candlesticks at varying heights and a few white ceramic houses for that village charm that feels collected, not purchased all at once. Create a dining space that celebrates farmhouse Christmas entertaining with Chip's signature simplicity. Start with a rustic farmhouse table. If it's showing somewhere, even better. Layer a simple linen table runner down the center in natural beige or soft gray. Create your centerpiece using a long wooden trough or several small wooden boxes filled with fresh pine, white tapers in brass holders, and scattered pinnacones. Set each place with simple white stoneware plates layered on wooden chargers. Tie napkins with jute twine and tuck in a sprig of fresh rosemary or pine. Above the table, consider wrapping your light fixture with pine garland and ribbon. Keep your color palette to whites, creams, natural wood tones, and touches of greenery. This restraint creates what designers call visual cohesion, making everything feel intentionally connected. Bring Christmas charm into your kitchen without sacrificing functionality. Start with open shelving, remove cabinet doors if needed, and style with white ironstone, wooden cutting boards, and mason jars filled with pine sprigs and cranberries. Drape a simple pine garland across your upper cabinets, letting it cascade naturally at the corners. On your countertops, display a tiered wooden tray holding your everyday coffee essentials alongside a small potted rosemary tree tied with red and white baker's twine. Style your refrigerator top with a vintage wooden crate, oversized lantern, and greenery. Near your stove, hang a festive hand towel on a vintage hook. Keep your small appliances like your coffee machine surrounded by natural elements. A cutting board backdrop with a small wreath hanging above creates an instant vignette that's pure farmhouse Christmas. As charm, design your family room as the ultimate cozy retreat where Chip's casual farmhouse style shines. Range comfortable seating round your flat screen TV mounted above or simple console or reclaimed wood cabinet. Style the console with symmetry in mind, matching lanterns on each end with a wooden bowl centerpiece filled with ornaments and greenery. Add texture through layered rugs. Start with a large jute rug, then layer a smaller vintage-inspired pattern on top. Incorporate plenty of soft throws in cable knit and fox fur across seating. Hang a simple pine wreath on the wall beside the TV rather than trying to decorate around the screen. Place a large basket filled with cozy blankets within arm's reach. Add subtle twinkle lights in glass jars on side tables for that magical evening ambience Chip loves creating in functional family spaces. Transform your multifunctional workspace into a farmhouse Christmas haven that still means business. Position a simple wooden desk or reclaimed door-turn desk against a window for natural light. On your desktop, keep only essentials: a small vintage-inspired radio, a unique antique desk clock, and a simple desk lamp with an Edison bulb. Add a small glass cloakie with a mini pine tree or a mason jar with fresh greenery and a single candle. Mount floating shelves above your desk decorated with vintage books, small lanterns, and wooden bead garlands draped casually. Hang a simple wreath on the wall using a leather strap for that masculine farmhouse touch Chip favors. Keep a woven basket nearby for files and papers. The goal is functional minimalism, having just what you need, beautifully displayed, so Christmas doesn't overwhelm your productivity. Create an intimate reading nook that beckons you to slow down and enjoy the season. Position a comfortable slip-covered armchair or vintage leather chair near a window with the best natural light. Add a chunky knit throw and several plaid pillows for that inviting farmhouse layering. Place a small side table within reach. A reclaimed wood stump or metal accent table works beautifully. Style it minimally with a brass reading lamp, your current book, and a simple white candle on a wooden tray. Hang a pine garland around the window frame with tiny battery lights woven throughout. Add a small jute post for propping up feet. On the floor, layer a sheepskin rug for extra coziness. This is about creating what designers call a moment, a purposeful, curated space that serves a specific, beautiful function. Your bedroom should be a peaceful sanctuary with understated holiday touches. Start with an upholstered or wooden bed frame dressed in crisp white bedding with textured layers, a chunky knit throw at the foot, linen duvet, and plenty of Euro pillows for that luxurious farmhouse hotel feel. Add 1 or 2 plaid accent pillows in muted colors. Keep Christmas decor minimal and calming. Drape a simple pine garland across your headboard or along a picture ledge. Place matching lanterns on nightstands with white candles and a small pine sprig. Hang a fresh eucalyptus and pine wreath on the wall opposite your bed or above a dresser. Add a cozy rug beside the bed for warm feet on Christmas morning. The approach here is restrained elegance, letting the space remain calming while acknowledging the season through natural, organic elements. Prepare your guest room with the thoughtful touches that make visitors feel like they're staying at a farmhouse inn. Layer the bed with white linens, a vintage quilt, and a plaid throw folded at the foot. Add a small wooden tray on the bed with a welcome note, wrapped peppermints in a mason jar, and a sprig of fresh pine. On the dresser, create a simple vignette with a lantern, small pine tree in a galvanized bucket, and a stack of vintage books. Hang a wreath on the mirror or wall. Provide a luggage rack or vintage wooden bench at the foot of the bed. Place a basket with extra blankets, towels, and holiday magazines. Add a small wooden sign saying Merry Christmas or Welcome. These thoughtful details embody farmhouse hospitality, making guests feel genuinely cared for through simple, beautiful gestures. Turn your bathroom into a Christmas spa retreat with Chip's clean farmhouse aesthetic. Start at the vanity by corralling everyday items into wooden or galvanized metal trays and baskets. Place a small vase with fresh eucalyptus or pine beside the sink. Hang a pine wreath on your mirror using thin ribbon. Style open shelving with rolled white towels tied with jute twine and red and white striped ribbons. Add a small wooden stool or ladder holding additional towels and a basket of guest soaps. In the shower, hang a eucalyptus bundle from the shower head for a natural, spa-like aromatherapy experience. Place a wooden bath caddy across your tub holding candles, a small plant, and a natural soap bar. The key is maintaining that clean, uncluttered farmhouse look while introducing just enough Christmas to feel special and seasonal. Don't overlook your powder room. It's a perfect spot for concentrated Christmas charm. Since this space is small, you can be bolder with your choices. Hang an oversized vintage framed mirror above a simple vanity or pedestal sink. Top the mirror with a full pine garland for dramatic effect. Replace standard hand towels with festive linen guest towels on a wooden holder or vintage hook. Place a small wooden crate on the counter holding hand soap in a glass dispenser, a small candle, and a pine sprig. Add a small wooden sign with a Christmas greeting. If you have wall space, hang a simple wreath or create a small gallery wall with vintage Christmas prints and mismatched wooden frames. Consider swapping out your regular trash can for a galvanized metal bucket. These small touches create what designers call a high-impact moment in an unexpected space. Transform your garage into an organized, festive space worthy of Chip's attention. Start by installing pegboard or wooden slat walls for tool organization. Keeping them neat shows respect for your space and creates visual calm. Hang a simple pine garland across the front, adding pops of red with ribbon or berries. Create a mudroom area with sturdy hooks for coats and bags, each topped with a small wreath. Below, position a wooden bench with baskets for winter accessories. Add a vintage wooden sled leaning in the corner, decorated with a plaid blanket and lantern. Style utility shelving with matching labeled bins and baskets in natural materials. Hang a wreath on the interior garage door, even in functional spaces. Bringing in natural Christmas elements shows that beautiful design can exist everywhere in your farmhouse, not just the public rooms. Create an inviting outdoor patio space for those unexpectedly warm holiday afternoons or evening gatherings around the fire. Start with comfortable seating, wooden Adirondack chairs, or a simple wooden bench with weather-resistant cushions in neutral tones. Drape outdoor-safe pine garland along railings or across the back of seating. Position large lanterns on the ground filled with pillar candles, pinnacones, and greenery for ambience as the sun sets. If you have a pergola or covered area, hang greenery from the beams with ribbon. Add a weathered wooden coffee table styled with a galvanized tray holding candles protected by hurricane glass. Place a basket of blankets nearby for warmth. String out reticent bulb lights overhead for magical evening illumination. Consider a metal fire pit surrounded by log seating for the ultimate farmhouse gathering spot that Chip would absolutely approve of. Understanding how to accessorize is key to achieving authentic Chip Gaines farmhouse Christmas style. The secret is in the layering and mixing of textures and materials. Always start with natural elements, fresh or fox pine, eucalyptus, birch branches, and pine cones form your foundation. Layer in vintage finds like old books, wooden boxes, and galvanized metal pieces. Add warm lighting through candles. Whites and creams in various heights create visual interest. Incorporate textiles like chunky knits, plaids, and linen in neutral color palettes. The farmhouse rule is edit, then edit again. Chip's style is never cluttered. Group items in odd numbers. 3 or 5 items look more natural than even numbers. Create vignettes using what designers call the triangle technique, ranging items at varying heights to guide the eye naturally through the space. Chip Gaines' farmhouse Christmas aesthetic relies on a restrained, sophisticated color palette. Your foundation should be whites, creams, and warm grays. These neutrals create the calm backdrop that defines farmhouse style. Add natural wood tones in varying shades from light oak to darker walnut for depth and warmth. Introduce greenery through fresh pine, eucalyptus, and other natural elements. This becomes your primary color. For accent pops, use muted reds, think brick or burgundy, not bright cherry, soft blacks through metal elements, and occasional touches of burlap or jute tan. Avoid anything overly shiny or bright. This approach creates what designers call a monochromatic scheme with organic accents, sophisticated, timeless, and never trendy. The restraint is what makes it feel expensive and intentional, even when you're working with budget-friendly materials. Channel your inner Chip Gaines by creating DIY Christmas decor that looks high-end, but costs little. Start by making your own pine garland. Purchase fresh greenery in bulk and wire it to a rope or chain base, adding eucalyptus and berries as you go. Create wooden bead garland by stringing natural wooden beads with twine. Drape these across trees, mantels, or shelves. Make simple wooden signs using reclaimed wood, white paint, and black lettering with Christmas messages. Fill mason jars with Epsom salt for fox snow, add a candle, and tie with twine and pine sprigs. Collect vintage bottles and fill them with single stems of greenery for scattered vignettes. Spray paint pine cones white for ball fillers. The beauty of farmhouse style is that it celebrates imperfection and the handmade. So your DIY projects don't need to be perfect. They need to be authentic. Lighting is perhaps the most critical element in achieving that warm, inviting Chip Gaines farmhouse Christmas atmosphere. Layer your lighting in 3 levels: ambient overhead, task reading lamps, and accent candles and twinkle lights. Replace standard bulbs with warm white Edison bulbs for that vintage glow. String simple white twinkle lights, never multicolored, throughout pine garlands, in lanterns, and across mantels. Use battery-operated candles in windows for safety and consistency. Place real pillar candles in varying heights throughout rooms on wooden trays for contained elegance. Wrap outdoor trees with warm white lights in a spiral pattern up the trunk. The goal is creating what designers call layered illumination, multiple light sources at different levels that make spaces feel warm, dimensional, and inviting rather than flat and harsh. You've now journeyed through every space in your farmhouse, learning how to infuse each with Chip Gaines-inspired Christmas magic. The beauty of this approach is its flexibility. You don't need to execute every idea to create impact. Choose the elements that resonate with your lifestyle and space. Remember, authentic farmhouse style is about comfortable, functional living that happens to be beautiful. It's collected over time, not bought in one shopping trip. Focus on natural materials, restrained color palettes, vintage finds mixed with new pieces, and generous layering of texture. Most importantly, let your spaces feel lived in and loved, not staged. That's the heart of what makes Chip's design philosophy so appealing. It celebrates real life and real homes where families gather, memories are made, and Christmas truly feels like coming home. Thank you so much for spending this time with me exploring farmhouse Christmas design. I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to transform your own spaces with these Chip Gaines-inspired ideas. Remember, creating beautiful spaces doesn't require a huge budget or professional skills, just intention, creativity, and a love for the process. If you enjoyed this farmhouse Christmas journey, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Daily House Ideas for more design inspiration delivered regularly. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest ideas. I'd absolutely love to hear which space you're most excited to decorate. Drop a comment below and let's chat. Share your own farmhouse Christmas photos with us on social media. Until next time, happy decorating, and may your holiday season be filled with warmth, joy, and beautiful farmhouse moments. Merry Christmas, friends.